Oh my god, 5 videos. Very, very tiring. So,
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel. For today, we have a somewhat of a book review. I don't want to say that it's a book review because I'm not finished with the particular book in question, but I still wanted to talk about it. It is this book by my newfound love. It is called Guerrilla Warfare, and it is by Quevara. I wanted to review this particular, somewhat review it because I'm not finished. But what can I say about Che? Che is a man that I found and that I understood recently. Actually, he is, from my books, from the books that I read last year. One of the book was, a revolutionary, the book, the Che book, The Revolutionary Life of Che, and by John Lee Anderson. And this is the book that really made me understand who Che was. This is the book that woke up inside of me that still present revolutionary persona, if I were to say. But this is also not this one, but the other book of Che. When I read it, and I read it in the winter of 2016 at the time of my transitioning back to the US and realizing that, this is really not the best country. Oh my God, I don't want to stay here. And I really felt a particular way because here I am in this world, right? Here I am in a family. Here I am within my friends, within people who know me. And I sometimes felt like an alien because I felt like, oh my God, am I the only person who thinks the way I think? Am I the only person who is not okay with what I'm seeing in this world? Am I the only person who knows that the entire world is going into a very dark place? And then here it is. I'm reading Che. And then after reading Che, I understood. I understood. I understood. I understood that I wasn't the only one. I understood that some of us have to do the work. I understood that some of us will go against the grain. So after that, I decided to pick this one. Now, I picked guerrilla warfare because I was interested to know about the tactics that the guerrillas 1967, if I am correct. It is my handle for so many things. So whenever you see Guerilla 1967, I'm pretty sure other people have that, but I'm probably one of these people as well. And this book really, it's because I just, it's always good. See, I think that people these days, this generation, wow, I'm sorry guys. I think that people this generation, and with this generation, I also mean people my age, I think that these people are not really they never do research from the past. So there is also, for the readers out there, you might want to join Goodreads. I love it because this is where I post the books that I'm reading, although I have to admit that I need to update it. And also I love the reviews. Some of the reviews are excellent. So this particular book really goes into, it's Che who wrote this book, and it really, because that these guys, once they went into Cuba, right, and they invaded Batista and they overthrew Batista, and after that these guys really sat down. Che is behind so many of the base for the foundation of the Cuban constitutions, if I may say. Now, what you have to realize and what you have to analyze is that you can learn a lot from this book, even if we are living in a different era. Even when we are not only living in a different era, but we have so much at our disposition. See, I like in one of the interviews that I was watching, and it's an interview that Che had. And, he was so charismatic and so handsome. And I'm sitting here and guys, I don't know what happened. Oh, actually, I'm so sorry. The camera was completely full, so I had to go and I had to remove some of this remove some videos from the camera. So I know I was rambling, not rambling, but I know I was like sharing a lot with you in regards to Shay. But let's just go straight into this book. Now, yes, so this book is really, I don't know, young people are, they don't even recommend this book. But for me, it was a very important factor for me to read it because I wanted to know the ground, the groundbreaking news, the ground movement. When you're trying to do a movement, and when guerrilla is really when you have the peasants and you have the people with you and you're going against a force such as the army. Now, this book goes into a lot of different parts to kind of like direct someone who might be interested to do something like that. But it's interesting. Now, from the review, some people are going to say that, of course, the guns that Che is talking about is definitely outdated. But I think it's really very, very still relevant. When he talk about the number of men that a guerrilla band can have is a matter of extremely flexible calculation adapted to the territory, to the means available of acquiring supplies, to the mass flights of oppressed people from other zones, to the arms available, to the necessities of organizations. Page 21. I really think that I really like it. I think that these books are out. And I think that these books can definitely guide many, many people into different movement. Now, of course, you have to take into consideration that the guns are always going to be very different. But even when the guns, the arms are going to be very different, you could always learn from it. And if not for anything, just to really understand about what a guerrilla movement is and to really understand about how these ancient men, these men who really they didn't even have what we have, and they lead powerful movement against powerful forces. This is why I'm so enamored with Fidel and Che. Okay, to me, these are men. All right, we don't see these men anymore these days. What? These men such as Che, Fidel. Oh my God! Like, people curse me out in all these forums, but I don't care. I don't care. These men are men. They stood for something. They are not little punks who just sit here with a hand out, waiting for people to give them, or not being able to take that man and like move forward with a movement such. Let me stop that. Okay, it's past time, and the lady's waiting for me so she could start cooking. And it's going to rain, and I'm about to hit the store because I'm gonna get me a little drink for my weekend. But definitely it's not really a review. I'm still reading it. I'm gonna have to travel back with it when I do travel because I'm not finished with it, and because this is a kind of look at what I found. Page 86, the role of a woman. Let's see what they say. I don't have time to read. The woman is capable of performing the most difficult task of fighting beside the men, and despite current belief, she does not create conflicts of a sexual type in the troop. Because there were a lot of women also. There were very few women who were there with these guys during the movement, and I know there are so many other Haitian women who fought also within the Haitian Revolution. Haitian women are strong women. I mean, these young kids, they have a lot of these crazy girls that are outside. It's nice to be beautiful, guys. Always remember that for my young women who are watching. It's great to be beautiful, but it's also mostly important to be a dangerously beautiful woman with a mind of your own. Okay, so this is not a book review. I'll post it because I share a lot of my thoughts about Che. But this is really, on a serious note, this is a very important for people who might just be interested into really further knowing about the Cuban Revolution, or people who just might be interested to know how to start a movement, a guerrilla movement, or people who might just be, I digress. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. I heard you learned something from this book. I hope you definitely will pick it up. Stay tuned for my book review that I will be doing on Goodreads. Follow me on Goodreads if you're there. Let me know if some of you are there, and also post reviews on books. All right, that's very important for other readers. Thank you so very much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next.